That's why I opened it. Oh, he's thinking about it. Then I hear his
We finally made our way out of the big building into the small building where there are tractors and animals and all kinds of cool stuff that she's interested in. Thanks for hanging in there with me. There are baby pigs and goats over here. We're gonna go look. Well, they're not doing anything, but they sure are cute.
I'm not interested. I don't think you know
Never mind.
They start growing, you start to see how they're going to look a little more.
It has white feet.
And we don't have the litter registration. We register each individual hog based on individual
The edge of that pipe, it has to squeeze out around that big glob of concrete, and what happens is then it can't come down the pond pipe. All right, and by the way, that concrete glob, you should take your shovel and whack it a little bit to make it real moonscapey, so that your clay, your dirt, when you seal it back in, you can really push that right so you get good adherence in around that moonscapey piece of concrete. Is everybody with me?
I can't believe I'm missing Joel Salatin.
And pull it to where it just so it's snug, just right there. So whichever side you're street treasure, then you travel the country anyway. That's what I do for
So Mr. John from A Table Full in the Woods introduced me now to Clyde, who has the garden planner. So he's going to give us an introduction and a little bit of information about his product. I'm pretty excited to hear about it.
Very good, yeah. It's kind of like a vegetable planting slide chart on steroids.
Nice.
And what you do is you slide the frost line to your local frost date wherever you live. Once it's in place, each column is a week, and it gives you the first outdoor planting date for each garden vegetable, starting with the early ones like peas and spinach, but waiting until it's safe to put out things like peppers and tomatoes. Then it also gives you the indoor seeding dates, so you know when to put your flats out in the house, and the check marks give you the expected harvest dates, so you can plan a vacation around the harvesting times. And it's so nice to be able to see it all in one quick glance. And you pull it open, and it gives you the quantity of seed, the planting depth, the distance between rows, the distance between plants, the sunlight requirements, the minimum soil temperature, and that's, so you don't get them too congested, and you can plant a few things in shade, all right? Pull it up, expected yield like pounds of produce per 10-foot row, and the natural companions where if you plant them side by side, they nourish one another. This is the spring side of the chart. You flip it over, slide it to your fall frost date, last planting week to have a nice fall garden. Lots of times we're still eating stuff from my fall garden at Christmas time. Slide chart comes with instructions and frost dates for the United States and Canada, so you don't have to call anyone. It's like a complete unit. You can look for me online at ClydesVegetablePlantingChart.com.
So I'm convinced, Mr. Clyde.
Yes?
How much is that?
It's $5. I didn't tell him.
It's $5.
Yeah,
$5 for information that you would scour the web for and probably not even get it all in one place.
Right, it's nice to have it. It's just like, you know, it's like I said, a slide chart on steroids. All your reference information for getting started with the garden is right there.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I want one.
Okay, good. Yeah, you got one.
We're gonna get one. Sorry, I gotta get ready. Makeup. I love seed companies. It's just so fun. You know how it is. Getting the catalogs, ordering your seeds, and you plant some of them, right? Well, these seed packets that I ran into here look fantastic. Smaller company with Randy and Terry. I got it right, with Brim Seeds. So you guys, I would love to hear your story. I'm going to turn the camera to you and you can share.
Okay, well, I'm Randy. This is my wife Terry with Brim Seed Company. I don't know if you can see our sign right here, but we sell non-GMO, non-hybrid, open pollinated heirloom seeds. We started the company in 2013 and we have a very good time. We got some good growers. We're not certified organic, but we've been organic since way before organic was cool, I guess you could say. So
one of the things that we do, we have a southern acclimation and seeds. Most of your seed companies are up north, and we wanted something that could go through the Texas heat, the hot summers, and so we have a lot of seeds that we're growing that are adapted to the Texas climate, and that's what we really, if you can look at our packets, the pictures have been taken from an old seed catalog over 100 years ago, but on some of them they'll have red saying southern acclimation, and those are ones that we're actually growing. And you know, seeds are alive and they adapt, and so the seeds that we have that are the southern acclimation are ones that have adapted to the Texas heat, and they'll do better. We did tests, and after even one planting of saving those seeds, they did so much better in their germination. And so we're encouraging everyone to, as our motto is, participate in life and grow your food, and we've got good seeds, and we'd like to help anybody that is interested in doing that. Are you wanting something for early spring, or do you want something that's going to go into the summer? What are you interested in?
Based on the season we're in now, let's go for something that's going to go into summer, and then maybe even something for the fall. I'm around San Antonio, so
Okay.
Zone 9.
Okay.
So if you could help me look for a few of those things.
Okay, one of my favorites is zipper creams are good because they put nitrogen back into your soil.
Yes.
And this is an old seed. A lot of people don't have it anymore, but what's neat about it is you can use the zipper creams in place of a chickpea, and you can make hummus out of them. And all the peas are on the top, so they're easy to pick, and they go through the heat of summer.
Oh, that's nice.
So I really like the zipper creams.
Okay, good. So this tells me when I should plant it, right?
Yes, and you can plant it right after the sign of the last frost.
very good with cornbread too. If you like cornbread and beans, I do. It's a good choice.
I love that.
And another thing I really like is this. This is a tea hibiscus, and hibiscus is good for blood pressure. But this plant
Making it higher or lower?
lowers your blood pressure. But,
I got plenty of things in my life that make it higher.
But this plant, it's in the okra family. It's similar. The bloom is pink, but it kind of looks like an okra flower. But it won't bloom till September. But once it does, it makes a calic, and that is what you make your hibiscus tea out of. And it's a really good heat-tolerant plant.
Nice, I love that.
And
Try that too.
it's
Grows
bush,
really nice.
yeah.
It's very pretty. And it's
Lots
very,
of blooms.
very good
So
for
the
you.
bees like it too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bonus.
Yeah. And we also have amaranths that we've been growing.
Okay.
We've got a tatumi squash. This is a great squash. It's a viner, and they're more oval, and so they're medium sized. They're really good to slice them and grill them.
Now this is one that the vine borer has a hard time getting into, right?
I think these do better.
Yeah, because it's a thicker vine.
Very prolific.
Yeah, they're very prolific.
Nice. We're definitely going to try that because we do not like the vine borer, and if we can win one battle, then we're in good shape. Very cool. Two more. Can you show me two more?
Let's see some more that we. Now, do you like flowers?
I love flowers. My bees love flowers.
This is a cypress vine. It's a great climber. It's a beautiful little red trumpet flower, and the hummingbirds love it. And so this is something we like to plant flowers in with. You wouldn't want to plant this right in the garden because it might take over, but somewhere that it can climb. But it
Take over a fence.
yeah, but it will climb all through the fence, and it blooms in the heat of summer when everything else is dead. This is still blooming.
Nice. So is this something that would climb horizontally as well?
Yes, yeah. You just once it comes up, you just put it on your fence wherever you want it to go, and train
So a
it.
garden fence right along the edge.
Yes, that would be very nice. And then another thing we have is, I don't know if you like okra, but we've done some really good okras. I've got this okra. We have a gentleman that grows this for us. He said it gets better every year.
Do you like okra?
You know, I don't like cooked okra.
Well,
Raw okra, yes.
she can cook it where you'll like it. It's not slimy
That's a
when she
challenge.
cooks
Now
it.
see, that's the thing.
That's the
You
thing.
steam it with the end on.
Okay.
You don't cut it. You just leave it whole and steam it. Don't let it touch the water, and it won't get slimy. But the best way is grilling it. We love to grill it.
That sounds good.
Olive oil, salt.
So do you like just soak it in olive oil, salt and pepper?
You don't have to soak. Just put a little olive oil on it and kind of fluff it up and then lay it
Especially
on the
the small
grill.
ones.
Yeah.
Very good.
Before they get tough.
You'd
Yeah.
like them.
And these can get longer, and not be as tough.
We also ferment them. Very good.
Now you're talking. I love fermented foods. My audience knows I love the fermented foods.
These are very easy to ferment. You just put them, we pick them small, leave the ends on, put them in a quart jar, put 1 tablespoon of sea salt and fill it with water, and leave it on your counter 5 days.
Oh, so sort of a pickle.
But it's fermented. You'll see it starts to color. If you want to add a garlic or some cayenne, you can. But 5 days on your counter, and it'll last in your refrigerator for 6 months.
Nice.
And they're crisp, probiotic, and it's really good.
Nice.
So,
Looking forward to that. Raw, grilled, and fermented. Excited. So there are five plants now. Hopefully you'll get to see these growing in the Daddy Coops garden. Coming soon. Check it out. Check out the Brim Seed Company. If you're in the South, why not buy seeds from the South? I mean, it only makes sense because a lot of the northern seed companies, as great as they are, they just don't have that same benefit of growing in the South and being acclimated to the southern temperatures and climates. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
nice to meet you.
Enjoy it.
It's dinner time, and there are a lot of people there at the convention said that we need to go to Meg's Cafe. So we're giving it a shot. Are you hungry? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Day 2 coming in. Oh look, there's horses. Hi horses. I'm pretty excited to see what happens today. Yesterday was such a full day of meeting people and hanging out and having conversations and just really being encouraged by the crowd. And so we'll see what today holds. Here at the Mother Earth News Fair, I have tried to show a lot of vendors and meet people, shake hands. It has been a really good time. Yesterday, I'm telling you, I had so many heartfelt moments. It was wonderful. And then today, day 2 on the at the Mother Earth News Fair, I get to meet Mike and Jesse from Square One Farms. They have the Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. They're just starting out. They have a beautiful story, and I'm going to let them tell it.
You want to start?
Okay, so we're Mike and Jesse. We've been YouTubers now for maybe 4 months. We have been trying to homestead for roughly 3 years now. We have been married for a little over 17 years. We have 2 daughters. We met in the military, and after years and years of just not finding our way in the world and what we wanted to be, we sat down and we had a lot of long, painful talks about what we really wanted to do in life, and this is what we came up with, and we can't think of anything else we would rather do than what we're doing right now.
Right. It's been a great journey, and I'm glad we took it. I climbed the corporate ladder and got to the top and decided I couldn't go anymore and didn't want to do it anymore, and quit my job and started homesteading full time. And now, a few years down the road, here we are on the journey of YouTube as well, and getting to go to these events, and it's just great. We love what we're doing now.
So, Mike and Jesse, what about your homestead? What's your main thing? What do you guys like to do on the homestead?
My favorite is the goats. I love our goats. We run dairy goats. We have Saanen, Nubian, and Lamanchas. That's our favorite thing.
The best
I love baby goats. They are so great, but in general, overall, my favorite animal on the farm is our goats.
And so you were talking about you're also building a chicken coop.
Right, building a big chicken coop. So we're going to run meat chickens, and we'll have some yard chickens, and specifically what the chicken coop is for. It's a carport conversion into a chicken coop. That's for our show chickens, and so yeah, that's a big deal. That's a big project going on the farm right now.
It sounds like a really impressive chicken coop. Now you guys know that I'm building a chicken coop as well, and mine is a adult kennel conversion using all recycled materials.
There you go.
So his is 18 by 21, and it'll be divided into 4 sections. That sounds really cool. So you guys really should go check out Square One Farms. Little chicken in the background. Check them out. Look at that build. Check out the goats, the dairy goats, and just watch their story. Subscribe to them. Ring that bell. Get the notifications. Help build their channel up. Your story is beautiful. Thank you for spending this time.
Thank you for having us. It's great.
That's what We just shot that clip with Square One Farms. It was really exciting to talk to them, but now I'm here with Eric, the creator of the Chick Coop. He's going to give us a little demonstration about the fine features of this coop that you see behind us.
Well, thank you, Blake, with Daddy Curbs. I appreciate that. I'm Eric Hammonds again with Chick Coop, and I did create this beautiful coop. I did it out of necessity. I needed something to do, and I really got excited about the excitement going on about the chicken market and the people that are raising chickens at their homes and residence, and so anyway, I did a little research. I read an article in Wall Street Journal, and it basically said that the chicken craze isn't going away. It's here to stay. And back when I was a boy, everybody had chickens, and essentially they're saying that we're going right back to that again. So it's kind of made full circle, and everybody's going to have chickens again. So I thought, well, maybe I can build a coop. And my wife, I told her I wanted a coop, and she, being the great wife that she is, she basically went out and bought me a coop. And Daddy Curbs, it wasn't anything like the coop I wanted. It was, matter of fact, I was quite dissatisfied with it as I was putting it together. I was thinking, this is no way going to last, and heck, but I went ahead and put it together, and I acted happy about it because, it's a Christmas gift from my wife. And so anyway, I got that put together, and all along really dissatisfied with it, and fortunately something really good happened. she ran over it with a lawnmower. She tore it, slammed to pieces, it fell apart, and I was all excited. Of course, I didn't act excited to her. She came to me, she said, "You're gonna hate me for this." She said, I tore the lawnmower, bumped into the coop and tore it up. And I said, "Well, baby, it's okay, those things happen." But my insides was like, yes, I'm ready to get rid of this thing and build the coop that I wanted. And so I built this coop here, and I call it Chick Chick Coop. This coop is made out of galvanized steel frame. It's a really good built 14 gauge steel frame. It has a 1 inch by ½ inch galvanized commercial grade wire cloth that I can't even get my pinky through it. So, you know, it's just got all aluminum hardware so that it doesn't rust out. And, you know, one of the things I wanted to do is I needed to basically interest two people, the husband and the wife. And in doing that, what I wanted to do for the husband is I wanted him to touch this, feel this, say, yes, this is really great quality. And of course, the women want that as well. I'm not going to downplay that by any means, but they also want it to be adorable. And I was thinking, how in the world am I going to make a metal building adorable? So I did a few things, like I made the little sliding barn doors to where they, and they comment all the time how much they love that. I put nice little pulls and handles on them and stuff like that that the ladies really are attracted to. The other thing that I did is I put on top a cupola up top to help pull the heat, the gases, and the smells out of your hen house. I learned that, you know, rarely do you see that on a commercial coop, but on a residential coop, but you'll always see it on commercial coops. And the reason for that is because it pulls the heat, the gases, and the smells out. If they didn't do it on a commercial basis, the chickens couldn't live. And I thought, well, you know, there's not a difference between a commercial chicken and a residential chicken, so why wouldn't we have that on our residential coop? And so we put them on all of our coops. And then also we put our laying boxes on the outside so that you don't have to go in the hen house to gather your eggs. Of course, here's the nice adorable knobs and stuff that you can, and we have a big assortment to choose from, but this way also I wanted to appeal to the children. So I designed this to where even my 2-year-old grandson can gather the eggs out of the laying boxes. And so there's 4 of these laying boxes on each side of our coop. And then if you'll come back here, Daddy Curbs, and look at our back, we've got, I always said that, you know, you ought to check out my backside, but then I thought that might not be too appropriate. But anyway, check it out. We've got these nice sliding barn doors. They are adorable. And then we've got a screen door here. In the wintertime, you can keep these doors closed, and that way it cuts down on the air and the wind. And then also in the summertime, because of the screen, you can leave the doors open and have even more ventilation. And then if you can look inside here, I'm hoping that'll show, but we have the roosting bars. We have a wire floor that allows the droppings to fall to the ground. Also, the wire floor allows the air to draft upward into our cupola up top. It actually creates a draft and pulls the air upward into that. So those are some really nice features. And then we're going to walk over to this other side and notice our automatic door. We have an automatic door that is operated by batteries, so you do not have to have electricity for it. The batteries are 4 AA batteries, so they're real inexpensive, and they'll last you a year. So but I always tell customers, heck, they're so inexpensive, anytime the time changes, just change out your batteries. But I'll show you how that operates on our little hen house door here. I've got it actually coming down. You'll see it. It's coming down as we speak. So this will lock your chickens in the coop at night automatically, and then it'll let them back out in the morning times so that you do not have to be home. The benefit is you don't have to be home to lock them up or to let them out in the mornings. Heck, that Saturday morning you worked real hard all week, you could actually sleep in. The chickens will get let out by the automatic door. Anyway, we've got just a beautiful coop. The one thing I also wanted to make mention of is it's a mobile coop, and so you can move the coop all around in your yard. I'll show you a little bit how that works. It's got some jacks on it. These little jacks, basically all you do, it's got this little steering wheel. You'll crank up the jack, and then once you get it up on the back and the front, you think of it like a three-wheeler. The back wheels are rigid, the front wheel is your steering wheel. So basically it turns, and the way I move my coop in a short distance, I just basically push it by hand just like this and steer it by hand. And then if I were to go and need to pull it a long distance, I would actually let my handlebar down and I would swivel this out to the front of the coop and hook it to my lawnmower, my four-wheeler, or my side-by-side, whatever motorized deal I have, and just pull it all over the place. So those are some of the neat features about our coop. So Daddy Curb, I really do appreciate you. Thank you for allowing me to show the customers our beautiful coop. And if you ever need us, call us or go to our website at chickchickcoop.com. chickchickcoop.com.
Mr. Eric, that was a beautiful tour of your beautiful coop. It really is a nice coop. I'm actually building a coop right now.
Okay.
And I'm afraid after I show this video to her, Mama Curbs, my wife, will want me to stop building so that I can get one of these. That's just, it looks really nice. And I think you're right. It does appeal to both the quality side and the cute side of what a chicken coop can be.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Thank you very much for sharing your story and your time.
Thank you.
So do you do classes on this?
We do. Haven't done a cotton class recently, but we do teach how to spin wool, cotton, flax. We teach knitting, weaving.
I knew about those things. I just didn't know if you did spinning as well.
We do. I'm Sue Linzer from Homestead Fiber Crafts in Waco, Texas.
Thanks.
This is cotton. Oh, we just broke it. We'll have to start it again. So this is already spun. We overlap it on the cotton that's been de-seeded. Grabs it. We're putting a little bit of twist when I draw out the fiber. Now I have enough twist to hold it together, so I pinch it back here. It's putting a lot of twist. It's spinning off the point here. It's twisting all the fibers. When I have enough twist, I take it and I feed it back onto here. Draw back again. It's called drafting. Pull out the little ones.
Yeah, they had a little sewing needles.
Put extra twist. Now it won't break and I feed it back on. We're going to use this to weave something. We don't know what yet. And so when this little point spins, when this wheel spins once, the little point twists about 40 to 50 times because cotton is a short fiber and it needs a lot of twisting. If I didn't spin that much, I'd have to pedal a lot, which I could do. Yeah, this is cotton. This is cotton that's already been de-seeded. We have a friend in West Texas that grew it for us. At our place in Waco, we've been growing the brown and the green cotton. We spin that also, but I've got this for today. I'm going to take it, feed it on. So I take my cotton cards. This is called charging your card, where you put the cotton onto the card. Not too much. And you take the other card, you're combing it, it's called carding. You don't mash it in, you just lightly go over the top. I'm not the best carder in the world, but I can do it. dowel and we roll it. It's something called a puni. They actually do this in India. This just makes a nice, neat little package that you can spin with. This is just one method of spinning. Take it off. You're all ready to go again. Overlap it. And it's going to grab it. We made this wheel. We had some kids that wanted to learn to spin. They couldn't afford to buy spinning wheels, so we made these. We made about 20 of them and just charged them for the materials. That way it made it more affordable. If you just keep practicing a little bit, pretty soon you get a feel in your hands. And you don't really ever lose it. It also takes practice to know how much twist to put in it, and that just comes with time.
Where do you get the seeds for the colored cotton?
Well, we have some here, and Brim Seed has some. And actually it's nice because we grew it here in Texas, so it's that seed, so it's acclimated to the climate.
Being at the Mother Earth News Fair for those 2 days was a tremendous pleasure. Thank you for following along through my videos on that journey. For those of you who were there with me, it was such a pleasure hanging out with you, chatting, talking, getting to know you. A Table Full of the Woods, thank you for hanging out with me for those couple days. Clyde with the slide chart for your garden. That was an amazing product and such a pleasure meeting you. Thank you for that time. Also for the time that I got to spend in the Brim Seeds booth, looking at all their seeds, talking with them about their product and about their passion for gardening. Truly, the entire event and everyone I met was a pleasure. It was so fun hanging out with you. Square One Farms, meeting you guys, learning your story, hearing how you guys just started recently doing your YouTube channel, sharing your homesteading adventure. I hope that 8 years from now you're still doing it, and I get to hear all of your stories that carried you through and all the many people that you got to meet that encouraged you as well. Eric with your Chick Coop, seriously man, I might have to contact you and see if we can get one of those here on the farm. That was a beautiful coop, and I think Mama Curbs would really like to have it here. We'll see how that works out. Sue Linzer with the Homestead Fiber Crafts, thank you so much for being a great sport as I had the camera there and asked if you would just share what you were doing, and you showed us how to make the yarn, I was getting ready to say wool, spin the cotton and turn it into yarn, and showing us some of the things that you get to do with that. So thank you to everyone, truly. I hope I didn't miss anyone. Probably did, I always do. I do hope to meet more people coming up this year as we go to more events. Somewhere I should post a schedule of places I'm going to be. How about my Facebook page? I will do that. I'll post on the Daddy Curbs Farm Facebook page a schedule of events that I hope to attend. Of course, life happens and sometimes schedules change, but I will post that. Here on the Daddy Curbs Farm, I truly believe that everyone has a story and every story counts. Thank you so much for being a part of my story through this video and letting me be a part of yours. I'll talk to you soon.